Hey everyone, Lensmanoz here, and welcome back to Manufactio 2. Been doing a bit of troubleshooting, so Golrith was helping us out. We're not sure what's going on with that recipe for the nitrogen. For some reason it's just not working. It works fine in single player, so it's something to do with the interaction when the server loads it, but tried a few different things, even tried removing some of the recipes and it still doesn't work. So this is the intended method of getting nitrogen, is the whole heavy oil, water, and the plan. But it's not working for me. So what we've done, it is a little cheaty, but I've given myself one of these nitrogen gas sources. They are in the world somewhere, but good luck finding one. They're a very rare resource. And then you've got your gas well, which is unlocked when you unlock the oil well. So we've placed a gas well down, running on power, and it's producing nitrogen, which is keeping my my setup here running, which is very nice. But I will leave this here, and as soon as we can get this recipe to work, I will rip all this down again. But for now, I would have been generating it, even if I had to walk stuff backwards and forwards. So things are sort of happening, sort of not. These run when we have material. Oh, looks like someone's gone in. There we go. I did go and move some of the... What are we going to get? Aluminium. Aluminium crystal, where are you meant to go? You're a pulverizer. Do we not have that one set up? Perhaps I don't. What else have we got over here? Is anything else? Ooh, gold crystals aren't set up. I'm having a bit of a derp here. Can you take any of that? No. Ew. Gold crystals. The other one's alright. No, silver. So these guys predominantly would just go to a grinder. So I'm going to need to get gold, aluminium, and silver into a grinder. I think the other ones are okay. Nope, tin, copper. They're all backed up. Oops. Oops, very much. So, let's go and find a spare grinder. I mean, I did stop the sand one here because we've got tons of sand. So this was the gravel. So you know what, let's... For lack of anywhere better to do it, this chest is obviously full. Full of all sorts of stuff. So this will... I mean, we can... Up on the top here. That's a crystal. And this is just to like get another place to do this. Copper, iron, gold, silver. And again, that will, I hope, dump them in there. They will process into pulverized, which once this has some room in it, that didn't help. I was going to say once it has some room in it, it will extract it to somewhere. Sure, you can have some of that. What if I put iron in here? You go anywhere? Oh, let me attempt to get rid of this stuff. Alright, I'm hoping that this will kick through as needed now. The pulverized iron will get taken eventually. Well, it's going somewhere. That's all that matters. Alright, so this episode, I've got a couple of assembly ones. I just want to show you one more thing that we've set up, and that's over in the oil area. So let's actually... Things are, I think I've left the server on no daylight cycle. I'll have to turn that off in a second. All of these things are becoming infected. Look at them. Chewing on each other. Them out of their misery. Oh, we got a bug coming in. Oh, they're fighting over the back there, see that? Oh my. Things are going awry very quickly. Weird looking creature up here. Come on. Get somewhere where the other thing can shoot it. He's dead. Yeah, we're getting some really weird and nasty creatures. It's fun. There's some big things that spawn too. Like really big bugs. Alright, I'll jump over to the oil section very quickly. I set up a boiler and 2 turbines, which don't seem to be running at the moment. Why are you not running? You have no steam. You have no water. Fantastic. I love it. I love it when a plan fails. Fails to come together. Been having some issues with the water in general. And I thought I had it solved when I wrapped up playing last time. That's full. Why are you not feeding down here then? So these pipes here, industrial renewal pipes, they flow 10,000 millibuckets a tick. They are apparently the preferred method for transporting fluids. That was obviously just broken somehow, because they're fast. We were having issues with our hydro plants here. You can remove the fluid routers and you can remove the pipework on the back because it is one of the things that slows them down. So we have done that, and I've put these pipes in. I can't work out how to run them side by side. So I've just had to leave it with the fluid ducts or the other water, but it produces less of that than this. But look at that go. We're going to chew that water. So these things are running flat out. They are tier 2s, and they are running out of water. And this is a tier 3 bore. So I might need to change these pipes to being the 10,000 millibucket pipes, which actually I probably can with these. Because all it is a hardened fluid duct. Look here, if I just, it converts it into the fluid pipe. Now let's take these out and convert them and put one there. The other pipes will connect to it. So not Terra, I don't know. You're okay? How are you doing now? A bit of water? Let's just take these 2 off. Anyway, we'll play with this in between, trying to get these to be the high speed pipework using these industrial renewal ones, but hopefully that'll keep it going, keep it full of water. But yeah, that removing this definitely gets rid of the limitation. Going to tier 2 was fun because yeah, we run out of water all the time. It's processing that quick that it runs out of water. But I mean, like, this has got 1 pipe coming off that mess. Some more optimization stuck on the pipe. More optimization to be had. But we now have the one running on solid fuel, running 2 turbines, and then we've got, which it's not running flat out. It's not really required to run flat out. That one is. And then we've got the 2 running on a fluid. So it's running on, right at this point, methane. So in the tank here, we currently have 320 buckets of ethane, and I've set up this little rail line. So this is a really cool little system. I've been talking about it for episodes and episodes about setting up fluid rail. This is the guy here. This is the fluid wagon transfer. If I type a wagon here, you've got the cargo loader and the fluid loader. Fluid loader's a couple of tanks, couple of steel plates, and some inserters. It's pretty straightforward, and gears for the cargo one. And it's got a few settings. So this is obviously the unloader, so you can change it to being an unloader and it will let the cart go away when it's empty. Very plain and simple. Make sure when you're placing this down that the arrow points in the direction you want it to leave at. And I believe you can change that with the powered screwdriver. But I've got this one tank here and I was processing all the gas and I ended up having way too much gas and realized that it's a fairly slow burn. So compared to the creosote, which we've done over at the other base where we hook up the creosote every now and then, it's actually pretty decent. So I've burnt through a tank of methane and we're now onto the ethane. But this literally just runs around to some tanks at the back. I'll take you there in a second. The other thing I've done, and we're going to work on a little bit on this episode, is I've hooked up the algae to come back to the base. I want to work through doing a little bit of the algae processing to get some materials we're going to need later on. So this is what I've removed from those other hydro plants, these pipes and stuff, and just literally hard piping it from one to the other, so it doesn't rely on the router to do anything. I think you can do the same here. But like this one, a lot crude. I did realize that I had some of these running without the blueprints in them, these guys, the main oil processing ones, and I think it's a little bit more expensive without it in there for some reason. So I don't think the original oil processing, this guy here, I didn't have this in here. It was still doing it, but I believe it was using more power than it should have, and it wasn't actually using the hydrogen. It was just processing the oil. So now that that's set up, I seem to always have enough naphtha up here to make solid fuel, which is fantastic. Worst case, I can use the ethane or methane and pipe that over and use that. But I don't think I need to yet. So yes, this area is a huge mess. But hopefully, what are you saying? No fluid input. Okay, so you've got no, yeah. So until we use more hot crude, which I'm guessing the hydrogen's full because I've got that pipe from over there. This is stopped because of that naphtha. So we've got solid fuel for days. I'll just quickly show the rail all winds around everything. Over here, here's the loader. And this was me trying to get things fixed, so let's get rid of that. That guy there instead, because redstone torches put off radiation, switches don't. This is, again, slowly loading the gas when it gets processed. It's set to loader and it will supposedly let the cart go when there's no activity, but for some reason it should have moved that tank already. Like, not sure what I've got to do here. Anyway, it's normally set on loader and cart full, and it'll sit there, and once it's full, it'll take off. But, you know. Anyway, hooked up the algae onto the belts. Let's jump back home. Hopefully nothing spawned while we were gone. Nope. A lot of this irradiated wasteland has spawned through here now. Now that we've got the things happening more, which is nasty because this is what it's all spawning on. Chilled has also set up a sugarcane farm, because if you remember from the last episode, we needed sugarcane to make radaway. Now, if you look at my, it's hard to see, if you look at my little radiation gauge down here, you can see I was up on almost halfway in the previous episode, and the radaway definitely makes a difference. So we've got it down to almost nothing. Just expecting things to attack me. I got it down to almost nothing, and things are good. So now got sugarcane. We've set up so that the irradiated wasteland and the dead earth and stuff comes into some caches here. All of these things are dumping in. We've got lots of junk in the chests here. It's not what I wanted. But eventually we'll have places for everything to go. Now, as I was saying, I've placed down caches. The algae's making its way back on the belt, and the system will send it to here. From here, I've got a provider and a supplier on these caches. I want to set up a couple of assembly machines. Pretty sure that's all I need. So if we look at algae, red algae can be turned into compressed red algae in an assembly machine 1 with O23. And that can be sent through a blast furnace and turned into lithium salt. And the lithium salt can either be crushed through a grinder to give lithium dust and boron dust, or it's part of the energy cells later on technology, from tech guns. So we will eventually need both, but we'll process some through a grinder because we do need, lithium dust to make radiation scrubbers. And I'm hoping that this is, oh goodness, it's like a war zone. I'm hoping that eventually we have everything we need here. So boron's used for ingots. It's also for the radaway fluid. So this is the slow acting one. Boron dust is used to make radaway. So both of these things also for shielding, medium radiation shielding, which we're going to need. So again, both of these items are going to be needed. Let's grab, I don't know if it's in here, assembly. No, find it in here. Assembler 2. No, I want assembler 1. Assembler 1. Let's put the items I don't need away, which was this, and that, and them, and all sorts of stuff. Okay, so AO1. I'm also going to need... Oh, I use the AO1 plan to make the assembler. Algae needs O23, so we're probably going to need to duplicate. Could have sworn I'd already unlocked this. Let's have a look. Ah, it's here. It's 75 orange research. Let's see. Orange. Got 51. Could have sworn I had more than this. So that's fertilizer and saplings and plant oil. I was under the impression that Chilled had said he'd unlocked all of the orange sign. Let's go and check up here to see if it's in this, because he has pushed things over to being ethanol instead of... See a red dot up here, so I'm a bit worried. There it is. Like that. What are you set to? Okay. Fertilizer. This is his orange saplings. 8 orange sites. I need 75 and I had like 51. So I still need a couple more orange sites. So I guess I'm going to have to pop in a cut here and just make the last couple of items. We've got the saplings. Got the fertilizer. To check the fluid. Probably don't have. Heard you. Oop. You radiated me. Thanks, buddy. Look how much of a dent that made. I was on almost nothing. It's got some plant oil. Okay, I'll make up what I need and I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. I've unlocked the technology. I just had to feed some more seeds through the press out there. Lots of baddies keep spawning. It's still on straight days, so probably should change the game rule to include nights, but meh, it'll be right for now. Let's run over here. We've got wireless power available, which is good. It's kind of in the way though. Alright, so we'll start. Just things shooting everywhere. It's great. I think I need 2 at the moment. So let's place one. How far apart are we doing them? 3? Yes, 3 apart. Just there. Charge it again. There. Alright, so these are going to be the ones that do the algae processing. So we're going to be making compressed red algae and compressed brown algae. So that literally is just the plan and the red algae going in. So it's a very simple one. I'm just going to put plan in the front. Got some energy receivers, which are going to go on top. Apparently. Hello? Game catch up, maybe? I'm going to crash the server, anything's possible. Yep, it's lagging. But yeah, so the idea here will be that I'll hook these guys up with pipes. I mean, I literally just, I logged off for a minute and then logged back on. Now it doesn't want to know me. Alright, I'm going to log off. I'll be back in a second. Alright, some weird stuff going on. Let's get this one in here and this one in there. And our provider on the output. Both. And then just some unrouted between. Again, this one doesn't need tons of different things. We're going to be able to, you know what, just, it's fine. These are basic. These up. Now, again, I need to do, who, you, want them to keep stocked. Oh, I had it on the screen. Derp. And item to keep stocked is brown. Let's turn that to basic. Awesome. And then it's not ideal. Whatever, it's fine. All right, so they're hooked up, so that will convert into the other algae, the compressed algae, and then I need a couple of grinders. Oh, I'm missing him so much. A couple of grinders, and we will grind them down into their dust. So that's actually running now. Yes. Yes, we are processing. Very nice. Getting compressed brown algae. So just one more thing, you know, running through the system. Again, I might build 2 grinders and place them out there so that it's all in one spot, or I got no problem with things all just zipping around the base. It doesn't worry me in the slightest. Probably worries the Aussie, the server owner, but man, things zipping around the base is neither here nor there. Oh, hello. Hello, friend. You were hiding from that. He was hiding from that turret. Cheeky. Look at that. Look at that. Didn't hear the gong for that one. The stuff up behind the fence. Did you see it? Oh my. Another one there. Oops. Okay, loss. Stuff everywhere. we've got the slime here. Lava monsters down there. The friend. Missed him. He'll want to be friends soon. I don't know what their range of aggro is. Quite decent, I believe. My goodness. All right, so that's one more thing that we've got going. Again, I'm going to place some grinders down, or I'll feed it through that other one that I've got set up. They are just spawning on this. Just on the irradiated wasteland here. We need a lot more concrete. Lots more concrete. Oh boy. Things are getting fun. Things are becoming more fun every day. Let's get rid of some of the junk. A couple of pieces of concrete. This goes back in here. And you know what? They can have a couple of assemblers in there. All right. So yeah, we've got obviously this route will bring us back to having lithium. Again, lithium's used in the radiation scrubber, and boron is used in shielding and radaway. So both of these items come from each one. So having both of them are processing anyway out at the oil plantation. So getting them down here and processing. It seemed like a smart thing to get done. Let's start with a little bit. Any is better than none, right? Look at that. Across the water there. You normally only take 2 shots. Yeah. Fun things being had. And I'm only on difficulty of 3, so... Goodness me. Oh my. All right, I think probably a good place to wrap up. I think I'm a couple of minutes short, and I apologise for that. I'm going to place those grinders down. Get up out of the way here. Place those grinders down and get that stuff processing through and give it somewhere to live. A couple of caches. And then hopefully we can get that next step, that radaway, and get the radiation shielding. And get the scrubbers. Scrubbers would be fantastic. I think we're still, that's the wrong button. I think we're still a little bit away from scrubbers. Where is it? Environmental radiation scrubbing here. So we need 100 blue to get the radaway. That's fine. And then we actually need 50 nuclear research. So nuclear research will be back here. Nuclear science packs is 100 blue research, but it also needs approved radiation removal fast. So okay, so we need to unlock this one in order to unlock that one. Is that all? Okay, you know what? Let's do that. Actually, let's just jump down there, and before we wrap up, let's grab 100 blue up. Hopefully got 100 blue. Probably don't. This big guy just chilling. Hey, dude. Oh, I'm glad we got these rifles, but it's still not fun. They take a lot of shots. Right, how much research did I actually have left? Okay. There you go. U24 is unlocked, improved Radaway. So U24 is slow acting Radaway, and the boron dust in a chemical plant gives us Radaway. And then another chemical plant. So we can actually just expand on the area that Chilled had set up and just convert it, whatever makes the slow acting. So we're going to need another one more chemical plant. And then convert it into Radaway and convert it into normal Radaway instead of the slow acting stuff, which is good. Really quickly jumping back to science. That's now Nuclear Science Pact unlocked. Nuclear research. Okay, it needs another 100, which I don't have. So I'll have to get the blue science, sorry, up and running again, and make a bunch more, because I think it's all set up for orange at the moment. So we'll change that over to blue. We'll produce some more blue science, and hopefully, although we could probably look at making, I wonder. No, it's fine. I'll just make it manually for now. Otherwise, we could set up labs for each one and set up automation so that I say I want 100 blue science. It creates 100 blue science. Might be smart to do. I'll look into it. Until next time, though, thank you for watching. Comments down below. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm getting kind of overrun. And considering I'm on myself at level 3 difficulty, I'm a little scared about how bad it gets when that difficulty bar gets full. But until then, thanks again, and I'll see you later. Bye now.